Hello everybody. I hope you're having a good day. I am. So I'm going to go on to tell you a little bit of the history of borderline personality disorder and where it came from. It's one of the reasons this channel is called, it is the reason I should say, this channel is called Faded Borders. There's a lot of people that wonder what the heck borderline even means. Borderline between what and what? So this is just a small little explanation of what that means. So I am going to be reading, so bear with me. It is important to know a little about the history of what is now called BPD. So in the 19th century, people used the word borderline to describe a condition that existed on the fuzzy border between two different types of psychiatric problems. The widely held view was that there are two large categories of psychiatric disorders or problems. One category, called neurosis, involved patients who were aware of reality but who had emotional problems such as depression or anxiety disorders. The other category, psychosis, involved patients who had unusual thoughts and experiences such as hallucinations that were not based in reality. And these patients were diagnosed with disorders such as schizophrenia. Patients who didn't have problems serious enough to be labeled psychotic. In other words, their thinking and experiences were largely based in reality, but were too troubled to be called neurotic, were put into the borderline category. Psychiatrists use the term borderline for patients who had a hard time seeing both the good and bad qualities in people at the same time, who led unstable and chaotic lives, and who were often emotionally distraught. Many of these ways of thinking about BPD came directly from observations of a limited number of patients and were not based on scientific research. Since those early days, researchers have conducted numerous studies. Findings from these studies have identified many important characteristics that make up what we now call borderline personality disorder, including difficulties managing emotions, impulsive behavior, and relationship and identity problems. People with BPD are no longer thought to be bordering on psychosis and neurosis. Science is helping us keep the ideas about BPD that seem to be true and discard the old ideas about BPD that do not seem to be accurate. So that is what borderline originally meant. I know there's a lot of controversy about the name of it. It does not have a very nice name, that's for sure. I think there was a couple of videos that I had watched. Oh god, this was months back, but about there's a rumor going around that they might be changing the name of BPD in the DSM for the next version of the book, and things like emotion dysregulation disorder. I think that's the only one I can think of, but I don't know. It does sound better, but it kind of, to me, makes it sound a little more confusing. So that is what borderline originally meant. So just a quick little little video, and I will be putting up, I'm going to start with my story in another video coming up here. So have a great day, guys, and thanks for listening.